Hello to everyone. My name is Shavi Zane. Thank you all for joining me at this time. Welcome to all the new people who are here for the first time, as well as those of you who are returning to my channel. So, today, the discussion that we're going to have is in regards to what's happening with you on a mental and spiritual level. We might dive into what's happening on the external circumstances, but that you already know what's happening externally. So, I just want to see how these things are playing out in terms of what role it's having on your emotional on your emotions and on your spiritual journey. Okay, I want to be able to shine some light on your path to help you to continue to move forward, or to give you some guidance and some direction here. Now, for those of you who have an issue with cards, because I am going to be pulling the cards today, if you have an issue with cards, please go to another channel. Okay, it's very clear in the title, in my name, is very clear that I do use cards. And for me, cards are a visual tool. They're a visual tool that helps me to connect with you energetically, to see what's happening so that I can give you guidance based on what comes through energetically, because we are all energetic beings. Okay, we're all spirits having a human experience. And so everything has energy, everything is energy. And so some people don't even realize that when you watch television, that thing that tells lies to your vision, you are channeling energy. That's why they call it channels. When you change the channel, you're channeling energy. So you can channel, you can go to the music channel, you can go to the history channel. Okay, you can go to the sci-fi channel, whatever channel you want to channel energy, you're going to go on there. And that's what you do when you're using that remote control to change the channel. And so you can go and you can channel energy through your TV. You do that every day, but for whatever reason you have an issue with channeling, having someone who is a physical vessel channel energy on your behalf to actually help you to see things on a deeper level. We're all energetic beings, including the physical material things that surround you. And so you can continue channeling through your television and receive those lies, or you can come and join me, Shavi Zane, okay, and I'll help to give you some clarity about what's happening and give you some guidance. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you exactly what I see, and I'm going to give you guidance based on what I see. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, I did start this reading, okay? I did about 15 minutes, and the doggone thing cut off on me, so I guess I needed to free up some space in my storage so that I can continue. So I have a few cards out here. We're going to go ahead and talk, because what I'm seeing here is that many of you are in this energy of the hermit mode, okay? Hermit mode largely deals with going within, okay? Having to spend a lot of time alone, doing deep, doing a lot of reflecting, shining a light on those dark areas of your life or those emotions that you might have suppressed, doing a lot of healing, doing a lot of research, okay? Studying things, looking into things that you might have been questioning. Now you're burning the midnight oil, staying up at night, maybe reading books or watching certain videos to gain an understanding of what's happening, in the world or even within yourself. But in this energy, you have had to release yourself from a lot of people that you was around. Okay, you might have found yourself pulling away from certain friends, certain family members, certain co-workers, certain lovers, or life might have even placed you in a position where you had to release those people in order to go through the spiritual transformation that you're currently undergoing. And so, just like anything, just like with the caterpillar, right? The caterpillar has to go into the cocoon in order to go through its transformation. While it's in the cocoon alone, because it can't take its little caterpillar friends with it, while it's in the cocoon alone, it is literally transforming. So that by the time it comes out, it's a totally different creature. And that creature, once it becomes that butterfly, now has to learn how to adjust as this new being, because it's no longer crawling on its belly. And so now that it's able to fly, it has so many different places that it can go, so many different things that it can do, that it has to get used to that. Okay, and so I feel like that's what's happening for you all right now. You're in this cocoon phase, or some of you might have already come out and transformed into this butterfly, or into whoever your vessel was created to be by the Most High God, right? And so now you're in this energy of silence where you're gaining a lot of wisdom right now. Your spiritual eyes, this is around the pineal gland. Your spiritual eyes are now being open where you're able to see things from a spiritual perspective. And you're no longer looking at things through your natural eyes or seeing it from the 3D. You're seeing it from a much higher perspective, okay? Your higher consciousness is awakened, and you're starting to find balance here with your emotions, because even here the water is still. So that indicates that whatever it is that you're doing, you're gaining balance in terms of how you deal with things, how you see things, how you connect with things, how you connect with yourself, okay? And consciousness also came out. So this is also another card that emphasizes that your spiritual eyes are now open, that you gain this higher level of understanding here, and you are now awakened. In consciousness, you are awakened, okay? And so this silence, this separation has been very necessary for your transformation. And you've had to die to the ego. You've had to die to the carnal nature. You've had to face these things that you held so tightly to in your old vessel as the caterpillar. You had to face those things that you held on to so that you could heal from them, so that you could learn and grow from them, and so that you would ultimately, because the caterpillar can't come out as the butterfly until it's fully grown and ready. So you had to go into hermit mode for however long. It could have been a couple of months, it could have been 6 months, could have been a year or longer. But however long your process took, it has not been in vain. Why? Because you've gained a lot of knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You found your balance between your masculine and your feminine energies, because the sun represents the masculine energy, the moon represents the feminine energy, and this says abundance down here, which represents wisdom, an abundance of wisdom, because he's sitting on a book. And this knowledge that you now have is guiding you down this new path, or this path, the spiritual path that you're being guided to go towards. And so it has not been in vain, because as you know, abundance is not nowhere near dealing with materialistic things, okay? That's one of the perks, but that's like last on the list. When you want to think about abundance, what you really want to create is peace, happiness, love, compassion, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You want an abundance of those types of things first, and then the materialistic things that come from finding that balance is just a bonus, okay? But what you should be first focused on is always the abundance that's within yourself, and then everything else actually falls into place when it comes to your material needs, okay? And so in this silence, you've had people around you who want to be a burden, okay? These people are feeling some type of way about the fact that you have removed yourself from them emotionally. They no longer have access to your energy. And so because, you got these two people here who could be draining each other's energy, which they clearly are, because they look half dead. They look like zombies, okay? But instead, they're focused on you. They're looking for you, okay? And they're feeling some type of way that you are sitting here peaceful, all by yourself, peaceful, balanced, happy, you're smiling, okay? You're connected to nature and all things around you. You have all of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and abundance of all things. And so you know that you're already infinitely abundant in all ways. You feel abundant already, even if you don't have the material wealth to exemplify that abundance in the physical. You have everything that you need within you. And so you are infinitely abundant internally. And so you have people that's outside of you that you've had to walk away from in this silence, in this cocoon. You had to leave them out, okay? These people are looking at you like, well, why is he or why is he or she so balanced? Why are they still smiling? Why are they so happy and upbeat and bubbly, and they don't have us around? That's because these people, they have yet to grow. They have yet to heal. They have had a refusal, a resistance to healing, because for them, their power came from draining you of your life source energy. Their power came from causing problems and stumbling blocks for you. And because you have now decided to separate yourself from these types of energies, now the only thing that they have left is each other. And this is not satisfactory for them, because both of them are drained. And so what life source energy can they really draw from? You see what I'm saying? She's climbing on his back, weighing him down. The roosters on her head, weighing her down. And so it's this energy of, oh no, this is not enough. So we need to try to find a way to penetrate through, to try to get through to you. They want to try to find a way to get into your space, to get into your energy, to get into your mind, so that they can throw you off balance. But it's not going to work, because see, you see things clearly. You're no longer looking at these people through your natural eyes. You're looking at them through your spiritual eyes, okay? And through your spiritual eyes, you recognize that these people have an energy that is very toxic in its nature, okay? And that they are unsatisfied with life, and so they just want you to be there. They're like crabs in a barrel, right? And they're lifeless. When I look at this picture, I see people that are drained. I see people that have no connection to the Most High. They have no spiritual connection. They have no connection to nature. They have no connection to themselves. Like they're just codependent energies. They're codependent on other people. And it's really just unfortunate. But these are people that choose not to heal. Like I said, you decided to take the road less traveled. You heard the call and you decided to go within so that you could find the answers, and that's what you have done. And so you also have here coming out schizophrenia. Okay, now this card in particular can indicate that for those of you that have not fully gone through the transformation, and even for those of you that might have gone through the transformation that came out, because I'm using the cocoon as the analogy here, the transformation of change, and you've come out on the other side. Now you're the butterfly. Now you gotta get your balance back. You might feel very weird in this new vessel with this newfound knowledge and this newfound wisdom. You might be wondering, well, am I losing my mind? Am I seeing this correctly? Because you can only imagine the caterpillar that goes into the cocoon. I don't know that the caterpillar understands that he's going to come back out as a butterfly by the time he gets out of that thing. So you can only imagine that when it comes out, it's very confused. Like, well, hold on now, I can fly. Wait a minute now. So it's dizzy. That's what I'm feeling like when I see this card. You've risen so high above the surface of life, and you're seeing things from a much higher perspective that now you have to regain your balance. Now you have to get back grounded. That's why it's so important to stay grounded and to stay connected to nature, because that's how you stay rooted, so that as you're going through your evolution and your spiritual awakening, as you're continuing to rise up and your higher consciousness is beginning to awaken, you'll be able to maintain that balance, okay, between your spiritual nature and your practical nature. You want to maintain the balance between those two things. And so getting outside, getting grounded, taking in a lot of fresh green fruits and vegetables, drinking plenty of water is another way to stay grounded and connected to the earth, okay, and plants around your home. Listening to root chakra frequencies or wearing certain crystals that are catered to the root chakra. These are ways that you can stay grounded, because I feel like there's so much information that's coming into you, and there's such a different aspect that you have on life right now that you don't have a lot of people that's able to relate or understand your awakening process or understand how you see things, because they're still seeing things from the surface of life. They have no understanding, and they don't desire to have an understanding of these things. And so rather than them learning from you, because you have all of this wisdom, you're sitting on all of this wisdom, rather than them learning from you, they'd rather just pull you back down with them, okay? And so in order to avoid that, excuse me, y'all, you want to continue to allow yourself to stay balanced. Keep yourself away from these people, because understand, energetically, if you maintain this cord to these people where you're not allowing yourself to be free from them, energetically, they have a way of causing obstacles in your life in terms of those blessings that are trying to come in, those things that you are manifesting in your life. They will block that in the spiritual realm, because you're keeping a cord to them spiritually. So you want to cut that thing, not just in the physical, but also in the spiritual realm. So let's see what else is going on here. Beyond illusion. Okay, so all of these cards thus far are putting major emphasis on your pineal gland. It's putting major emphasis on you not seeing things through your natural eyes, because the eyes are closed here, the eyes are closed there, the eyes are also closed here. Okay. You're no longer seeing things through your natural eyes. You're seeing everything from a spiritual perspective, okay? And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And look, there's the butterfly that I was just talking about, Okay, so you are blossoming into this butterfly and you're seeing beyond the illusion. I told you most things that you have been taught. Y'all gotta excuse me. I ate some spicy stuff and it has my nose running. So, hold on one second, y'all. Ugh, excuse me. I don't know how to edit. So y'all just have to, it is what it is. We all blow our nose. So don't be putting no comments in my doggone box talking about you blowing your nose. Anyways, beyond illusion. You're able to see beyond the illusion because now you have gone through this transformation. You are this butterfly now. So you don't see things. Everything looks different. Everything feels different. Everything, the way that you experience life is different. You might even see now the way that you look at a grasshopper is no longer the way that you used to look at a grasshopper. Now you see it as being a vessel or something that the Most High has created to actually bring some sort of messages to you. Okay, when you think, me personally, when I see a grasshopper or one of those crickets, the ones that make the noise, I hear messages. I take that in. Okay, and just really quickly, one thing that I noticed is that I attract the grasshoppers, or whichever one it is, the grasshopper or the cricket that actually makes the noise. Okay, I attract them to me. They actually find their way into my space some kind of way, and it's because I use the 528 hertz frequency a lot. And when I looked into that, because I had to look it up, I'm like, wait a minute, there must be something that they're drawn to. Because I use the 528 hertz frequency so much, I feel like it's almost as if my body, if someone could actually hook me up to some sort of device to listen to my frequency, I would actually be in alignment with this particular frequency, which is the love frequency, the miracle tone. And so I find that these crickets or grasshoppers, they find their way in here. I don't know how they do it, okay, but they're drawn to me. So anyways, you have rebirth here. So you all are transforming into this, this new creature, and it's like you're healing your inner child as well, okay? You're finding happiness in life again, and you're starting to be more free in your energy, your imagination. You're starting to see that there is nothing that is too big. There is nothing that is too outlandish when it comes to those things that you can visualize and create for yourself. Children, their imagination is very expansive. They don't limit themselves in terms of what they can imagine or create within their own minds. And so as you begin to awaken, as you grow, and as you expand in your consciousness, you begin to realize that you literally are the co-creator of your life. And the Most High, he orchestrated this thing so beautifully that it's literally just a change in your perception that actually breaks you free from the chains that kept you bound. That's what breaks the generational curses, is a change in your perception, you healing, changing your perception of how you deal with people, places, and things, and loving yourself enough to release all things that do not serve you so that you can receive all things that do. And so you are seeing beyond the illusion. You had a long journey. I feel like you had a very long journey that you had to take to get here, but you ended up becoming like the lion, because see, this is what's showing up here. This is at the bottom of the deck, and this is what I just pulled out. So you became like this lion. You took this long journey. The camel takes long journeys. You became ferocious as like this lion. You use this energy to actually become bold enough to release yourself from these people that kept you chained and bound to them through conditioning, that told you that you wasn't anything, you was just like them, or you could never, or who do you think you are to think that you could go and do something different? Who do you think you are to believe that you have some sort of gift, you have some sort of spiritual wisdom? Who do you think you are to veer away from our religious belief systems, or our political belief systems, or the governmental structure, and to say, who do you think you are? Okay, because they wanted you to stay blinded to who you was. Meanwhile, they knew exactly who you were. Okay, they just was using your energy. They was using the protection that you was able to bring into their lives. Okay, because they was all operating like zombies. And these are those same people right here. Okay, they want to try to tell you that you're crazy. They want to try to tell you that what you believe is so outlandish that it's just conspiracy theories, and that everything that you think is just, is so far outside of the norm that you're just crazy and you know nothing. But you see beyond the illusion. You even see beyond the illusion that they present to the world themselves. And that's why they're so angry about it. And so you became this lion, and you used it to break yourself free. Okay. You used it to break yourself free from these chains and these cords, okay, to these people. Like I was just telling you, to release yourself from those cords, not just physically, but also spiritually. And now you're healing your inner child here. So beautiful things are happening. Look at this. You've freed yourself because you've come into an understanding. That's what that says down there. You've come into this new understanding of who you are. And now you're getting ready to go and join with your true tribe. Those people who have also healed and who have also released themselves from this false illusion. Okay, it was an illusion because you see that there's an opening here that's always been there. Okay, but for whatever reason, you stayed blind to that. And or the only thing that you was focused on was the actual cage where the bars was. You never focused on the fact that there was an outlet where you could free yourself, okay? Just like this lion. He only focused on the fact that he thought that he was a part of this group when in fact he was always strong enough to break free. He just never broke free because there was something about a codependency. You might have been codependent on these types of people. Because in their energy, they're codependent on one another. And so you was literally picking up on their energy. You was sharing that with them. They're codependent. So the more you hold on codependent people, well, that tells you that you are also codependent if you hold on to codependent people. Okay. And so they was a mirror reflection for you. Even though they was there bringing all that chaos and that drama and that turmoil, they needed to be in your life for a time to make you see where you needed to free yourself and where the chains was actually where you was actually caged in at. They needed to be that mirror reflection to you to make you awaken and to see past the illusion, okay? And so they played their role, whether they realize it or not. They played their role, but see, they don't want that role to be done. Now they want to be able to benefit from the abundance that you are now attracting to you because you have healed and you found your balance. Now you're attracting abundance to you, okay? And so now these people want to try to find their way back into your energy and to try to make you think that you're crazy, okay, for taking the road less traveled. But see, they're not going to be able to share in this, okay, because you have ripeness here. You've been planting a lot of good seeds for a very long time. And it was just a matter of growth. It was just a matter of seasons for this to actually become ripened here, okay? So you have ripeness here. And so now that the ripeness is here, now that you are getting ready to receive your abundance and your inheritance, because please understand, your inheritance is first spiritual before it's physical. So what I mean by that is your inheritance is you awakening to be able to see through the matrix and to be able to see beyond the illusion. That's a spiritual gift, to be able to awaken to what the illusion is. Okay, that's a major part of your inheritance, because without that you can't break free. Without that you would never come into the understanding that you was in a cage in the first place. And so if you don't break them chains in the spiritual realm first, then you are not able to receive your material inheritance either. Okay, and so a large part of what's happening collectively is we are now awakening. We have set ourselves free. We see beyond the illusion. We are gaining our spiritual gifts now that we are operating in this new vessel, this butterfly that we have become. We are beginning to perfect our new vessel, okay? Because now you realize that inner child is healing. So you can go dance, you can be free. You should be able to feel free in the spiritual realm. You should be able to feel that freedom and that weight that was over you, lifted up off of you, that weight of these types of energies lifted up off of you in the spiritual realm, because you've cut the cords in both the spiritual realm and the physical realm with these types of people and that type of energy, whether it was internally or from people external to you. It was more than likely both, because you would not have never had drawn those types of people into your life unless those were some of the things that you really needed to heal from in order to free yourself, okay? And so you have existence coming out. So with this card coming out, it's indicating that you now see your connection to all things that exist around you. You're very transparent because she's naked here. So you're very transparent about who you are. You're no longer hiding who you are, okay? And this is that connection that I was telling you about in terms of you're way up there, okay? You're way up there right now spiritually, but you have to still stay grounded and stay connected to nature. Still stay connected, okay? So she's sitting on this plant here. So that's indicating being grounded, but also having this connection, this higher consciousness to all things that exist in the universe at the same time, and being transparent, all in all in one. Okay, so all of that is there to exemplify that you are now having this new beginning in your existence, and understanding why you are here, and understanding why everything is here and what everything means, and that everything has a connection. Okay, and so let me see, I'm going to pull from a different deck to see if there's any other messages that need to come forward at this time. So y'all are really, let's see, the Most High is aware and is establishing righteous judgment. So please know, the Most High is aware of these people. The Most High is aware of the fact that these people kept you chained. They didn't want you to awaken to who you are. They wanted you to always feel as if you was the, they benefited from your energy, but they always wanted to remind you that you was different at the same time. That's why many of you was the black sheep in your family, okay? You was always treated differently, whether it was at a job, in your family, amongst friends. You was always just that one that just you felt different. You knew you was different. You just didn't know what different meant. And because they used it against you for so long, you felt you probably even beat yourself up for being different for a time. But the Most High is aware of what their agenda was and what they did to you, and He is establishing righteous judgment for these people. And part of their judgment is to watch you in your peace, watch you continue to rise, watch you receive your abundance, and watch you go towards those other like-minded people who are actually going to bring balance in your life, and you'll be able to do the same thing for them. So what else is coming out here? Okay. Well, this is too many. I want one at a time here. So let's see. Okay. Let's see. We have here, it may not seem clear, but the answers you need are coming very soon. Okay. So you might still have questions here. The answers you need will come in very soon. It may not seem clear right now, but the more that you continue to knock and ask for guidance, the more answers will come to you, whether it's through dreams, whether it's through a song that you might hear, whether it's through someone else just saying something unexpectedly, whether it's through you coming to my channel, or, let me just go ahead and put it out there. Shavi Zane, the spiritual counselor, is my other channel. And on that channel, I have a lot of videos that I've done in the past, but timing is fluid. It's not linear. So you might find that even looking at some of the old readings that I've done from almost a year ago, it will very much so resonate with you now if you feel led and drawn to press on it. So I just want to put that out there. But you'll find that you'll receive answers when you ask for them. Speak to your spiritual team. Okay, pray to the Most High God, give Him thanks that He's provided you with the spiritual team. Okay, the holy angels, your ancestors of love and light. And then you go and you talk to your spiritual team, just like I'm speaking here. Say, I'm needing some answers right now in regards to XYZ. And whatever you all can do in order to provide those answers. Thank you. That's it. And just know that the answers will come in divine timing. When you're ready to receive the answers, when you're ready to accept whatever that answer is. Okay, so that's too many cards. Come on, let's see. So your root chakra, continue to work on your root chakra. Like I was telling you, stay grounded right now. Another way that you can work on your root chakra is by eating certain foods. Red vegetables like beets, radish, or even sweet potatoes is good to heal and to balance out your root chakra. So like I said, right now you're gaining a lot of spiritual wisdom, and so you're spending a lot of time seeking answers from the spiritual aspect of life and from the spiritual nature of who you are, okay, as a spiritual being, as a spirit having a human experience. And so this is why it's so important to stay in the now, stay grounded, knowing that your spirit and flesh, you want to also stay balanced on the flesh, when it comes to the practical things in life. So stay rooted at the same time, okay? What else do we have here? It's time to stand up for yourself and establish those boundaries, okay? Who are you establishing those boundaries with? You're establishing those boundaries with these people that's still trying to come in to take from you and to steal your good energy that you have created for yourself. They want to steal your peace. They want to steal your joy. They want to steal your energy. They want to take your money. They want to take your love life. They don't want you to have anything, okay? So this is why it's time for you to stand up and establish those healthy boundaries. What does that look like? You don't have to go back and forth with anybody. If you don't live with these people, if you don't live with them, then you definitely have more of an advantage. But even if you do live with them, you create your own space of freedom emotionally and spiritually. You have people, let's just say you live amongst people right now, you're in a position where things have not shifted yet. Stay on the path. Stay on the path of self love because things haven't shifted. So right now you find yourself having to be in this space for a time. The more you operate from self love looks like this. These people come in, they want to start an argument with you. Uh, they found a crumb on the couch. One crumb, okay? That's enough for them to come in and try to disrupt your peace. Okay. Put on your headset, play 528 hertz, and go pick up that crumb and flick it. And then go on about your business. Stay balanced because see, you create a boundary, a barrier for yourself, a protective shield for yourself, even in the presence of other people. Like just let's just say you have a job that right now you are still at. You don't enjoy that position, but as you continue to transform, you're going to be guided towards your divine purpose, and your creative energy is going to awaken in you that's going to lead you away from that job. Just know that. And so at this time, you still have to clock in at that particular place. All right. So you got these energies around you. Once again, they want to be a burden. They want to cause issues. Create that protective barrier for yourself in the spiritual realm by wearing your crystals, your necklaces, your rings, however you're going to do it. Keep them on you at all times. You could use black tourmaline. You could wear clear quartz because clear quartz is pretty much a universal crystal where you can kind of set your intentions for it to do, to have the energies of pretty much all other crystals. Okay. But you want to be in that energy of always protecting your energy at all costs. Okay. They come to you trying to talk mess or trying to get you all riled up. Don't even match it because they're going to feel stupid. By the time they get done doing all of that, projecting all of that energy, and you don't receive it, you know what's going to happen. It's going to boomerang right back to them. And by the end of the day, they're going to go home feeling even more disappointed at the fact that they was not able to get to you. That's their karma. So now they might go home and take it out on their spouse or, whoever. But it didn't touch you because you've learned how to create that shield for yourself where you don't receive that energy. Okay, so you want to practice that at all times. Drink your smoothies in the morning before you go to work. Have you a green smoothie, sip on that throughout the day. Okay, because that's going to help to keep you balanced internally. Okay, in more ways than one. It's not just about the physical aspect of it, even though that's a very positive benefit of drinking smoothies. It's also setting your intentions on a spiritual level that as you detox your physical body, you're detoxing your mental, you're detoxing your spiritual, and everything is in alignment and it's flowing, it's homeostasis there, and you're balanced in spite of anybody else's drama that they might want to bring. So that energy becomes theirs and theirs alone because you don't accept it, you don't receive it. Okay, what else is coming out here? Then I'll pull a couple more from my other deck and then I'll close out, y'all. I have here, you are a spiritual teacher and healer. So many of you are teachers. You've got all this wisdom, okay? You're coming into all of this wisdom. You're sitting on this book of wisdom for a reason because you are being guided down a divine path where you're going to be teaching people or healing people and or both, okay? So you're being prepared for that. You are being prepared to go towards your tribe, those who need to hear the messages that the Most High is imparting within you to bring to the world. Because remember, we're all here to create the kingdom, okay, to establish a new kingdom. And so we have to do that first for ourselves. Then we're able to do it for others. And so you are a teacher and a healer, either or, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. And so right now you have to keep your energy in alignment because that's how you're going to be able to teach others to do the same. Okay. You can't teach people or heal people if you have yet to, come into the understanding of how to do it for yourself, how to teach yourself and how to heal yourself. Because please keep in mind, even the teachers, you're always a student and a teacher. Okay. Always a student and a teacher for the rest of your life. Those who are in a humble spirit would understand that, okay? And so we're always learning and we're also teaching, learning and teaching, okay? They go hand in hand. And as a healer, you can heal through your words, you can heal through your energy. Just by being in a high vibrational energy, you are healing other people around you, even those people who come around in that burdensome energy. You know why? Because even though they don't seem like they accept it, even though it might not seem like it's healing them, it is making them face themselves, because that energy that they tried to give to you, now they can't, is now being sent right back to them. And so it's making them face themselves, okay? When they go home and they're feeling miserable by the end of the night for something that they said or did to you, then it's making them awaken to the fact like, damn, this person is not receiving this. So what am I going to do? How am I going to direct this energy? Then they end up having to go through this whole awakening. Some of them will. Some people won't even. Some of these people are not going to be able to do this within this lifetime, okay? Because they just refuse to go through the process. It takes a very bold person. It takes a chosen person, first of all, but it takes someone who is very courageous in their energy to actually go into hermit mode and to release yourself from practically everyone. Because for many of us, for many of the chosen, we had to release damn near everybody, if not everybody, okay? And so it takes a very bold move to take that narrow path, because it's narrow for a reason. It's narrow because not a whole lot of people can go with you. Only one person can take that path at a time. So you can't have a whole crew of people that's just negative trying to drag each other down. You never make it to your destination if you did that. And so this is why the path is narrow. And so you all have took that path and you decided to, release yourself. You decided to free yourself because you have gained an understanding. You see beyond the illusion. So let me pull one more card from this deck. Just know that you are on the right path and that you're being prepared for something. It's two, so we'll take it. It's time that you write that book. The world needs to hear your truth. So for some of you that are teachers, your gift is going to come through written word. Whether it's through, I'm not just seeing book when I see this. I see songs. I see music. I see poetry. I see, again, books, maybe even children's books. But there's something about the written word. You have a gift there where the world needs to hear your specific truth, whatever this knowledge is, because this person is sitting on a book. Hello, okay? So for some of you, you are writers of some form, okay? And so that's where you teach. That's how you contribute to the world, through your gift. So it's time now to start establishing that. In this time of being alone, you have so much time right now where all of these messages are coming through, rather than suppressing them and feeling like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do with all this newfound knowledge? No, write it down and put it in a book, because you have that gift as well. And then you have here, you're overthinking right now. So because you're overthinking, you have to transfer that energy. Transfer it into your passion, okay? If you're a songwriter and you find yourself in a space of being alone a lot right now because you had to release yourself to grow and to come into this conscious awareness, use that wisdom that's coming in to start writing your songs about what you're experiencing. Because trust and believe, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be able to connect to that. You're going to awaken a lot of people because you're going to give them insight on what it is that they're going through, because you've already been through it. Through your music, through your poetry, through your book, through your teaching, through your healing, whatever it is that you do, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, it says it's time for you to listen to your intuition and quit that job to build your business, okay? So we was just talking about that toxic job with those toxic co-workers that want to try to drain you of your life source energy, that don't want to see you happy, they don't want to see you grow. It's time for you to quit that job. And yes, it might seem like a drastic measure for some of you, but what's more drastic is actually staying in that energy and never being able to evolve or expand outside of that. You have to realize that stepping into your divine purpose is how you attract true abundance to you. That's what this says, abundance. That's how you attract the real abundance, okay? In the spiritual realm and in the physical realm. So you might think you're making something right now, material wise. You might think you got something if you making a certain rate, but imagine when you step out there and you take the leap of faith and you're being guided by your spiritual team down your divine path to do what you was naturally placed here to do. Oh, you're going to attract abundance to you beyond anything that you could ever imagine, because you heard the call and you hearkened to it. So that's what you're being guided to do. So let me just pull a couple from this deck and I'm going to close out, y'all. Emotional loss. So healing right now is very important. You might be going through some emotional loss in regards to those people that you had to let go of. Or you might even be feeling the energy of these people having to release you, because right now they don't know what to do with all of that negative energy. But just know that you have to redirect your focus. Okay, it's okay to heal. It's okay to take a look at the darkness, because you need to be able to see the darkness in order to understand the importance of turning around to see the light. But you don't want to stay in this energy for too long, because that's energy right there. You see all that energy? That's energy right there. And it will affect, it will close off your heart chakra if you spend too much time thinking about those things that you have lost. Spend more time thinking about what you can gain and what you will gain if you turn around and just take a look at the sunlight. Step outside of the four walls of that home and go and get you some sunlight. Go sun gaze. Go do some deep breathing outside. Yes, there's a lot of changes that's happening in your life, but changes bring chaos brings change, okay? And so that energy of having that emotional loss, you want to, draw in on your inner peace here. Draw in on your inner peace. That's what that says down there, inner peace. Draw in on your inner peace right now in order to find your emotional balance, okay? And use your intuition on this. Rather than focusing in or feeling like it's a loss, see it as being a gain, because what you lost is an energy that weighed you down. What you lost is an energy that wanted to keep you chained and bound so that you would never find out who you truly are. That's not a loss. That's a gain. Okay? And so you have blessings here. Blessings is right behind that. Beautiful things are coming in for you. And now that you have freed your hands of those things that you no longer needed, and you have released those things out of an energy, out of a act of self-love, now you're opening up your hands to receive the blessings that was already there. It was just placed on hold because you couldn't receive those blessings with these people around you, because they was going to drain you of everything that you had. And the Most High said, no, I didn't store this up for you. I did not preserve you through all of these things. I did not put you under all of that pressure to form you into a diamond for you to turn around and give and let them come and take you and sell you off to the highest bidder. Okay, because you're that diamond. All they see is money. All they see is wealth. All they see is is good energy. They want to take you and go sell you to the highest bidder. That's those people that's out here trying to sell souls. Okay, so keep that in mind. You did not lose, you gained. And now you're about to receive a lot of blessings. Ripeness is here to show you that that harvest was growing. It was being stored up for you. And now you're getting ready to eat real good. You got partnerships and alliances. You're going to be coming into partnership with people. New friends, new love relationships, okay? New business partnerships. True partnerships that brings balance here, okay? So you just know that it might feel as if, okay, well, you don't have a lot of people around you, but that's a good thing, because you can now focus on your passion. You can allow your gift to grow without interference, and then you're going to be attracting, your partnerships to you. Look at this, what's coming out. Be patient. That's what that says, because in the spiritual realm, that seed was planted. Now it's here in the physical. So you've already grown in the spiritual realm. Okay, that abundance, that wealth of knowledge, that peace, that that transformation has happened in the spiritual realm. Now here's the seed that allows it to manifest in the physical, where you'll start to see that your material finances will change. Your gifts will actually be manifested into the physical, where you're actually able to present that book, that song, that teaching, that YouTube channel, whatever it is you're meant to do. You're actually able to present it to the world because you've been patient to allow this seed to grow. Okay, so you'll be giving birth to that gift. So be patient with the process. Don't rush it. Everything happens in divine timing and in divine order, because it was destiny. This was your destiny for it to happen and to unfold exactly the way that it did. You were supposed to close out those cycles in order to start a new beginning here. So be confident. It says confidence is your key to success. That's that solar plexus energy, and that's that lion once again. Now that you have broken yourself free, okay, and you've been bold enough to release yourself from those energies, now you have to be bold in that lion energy. Some of you are Leos, but now you have to be bold as the lion and be confident in this newfound power that you know you possess at this time. One more card and I'm gonna close out, y'all. Okay, we got two, so we'll take two. This says balance, spirituality, and practicality. Isn't that what I've been talking about the entire time? finding that balance between those two things, the spiritual realm and the practical things in life, so that you're balanced between the two, so that you don't feel like you're too far up and you trying to grasp for air because it's just so much information that's coming in. No, stay balanced between the two. And lastly, we have spiritual union. So you do have a beautiful spiritual union that you might have already connected with, or that is coming towards you. And this spiritual union is y'all gonna take all of that knowledge that you have within. There's that emphasis on the pineal gland again. All of that knowledge that you've gained, you're going to be able to put those two things together and create something that's very, very beautiful. From love, though. From love and from compassion. And that's that high vibrational energy of love. Love is the highest vibrational energy of all, because it allows you to have that divine connection to the Most High. And through that energy, you create. Through that energy, you attract. Okay? And so beautiful blessings are coming in for you all. I love you. I thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you all again. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you find that my messages resonate with you. And I also want to say thank you to all of you who have been donating to my channel. It's been some great blessings that you all have been receiving that you all have sent to me, and I receive it. And I pray for everyone that sends me donations, because I always pray that you all receive it back tenfold. And so thank you all for that. Thank you for the beautiful comments. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you all next time.